A normal day, normal steps, until you suddenly slip. You tumble through the air. Crack! Agonizing pain. Your eyes flash wide as your brain screams, "Alarm!" You desperately grab your smartphone, swiping frantically for rescue. Finally, the flashing lights arrive. Paramedics hoist you onto a stretcher, rushing you away for a quick fix. A bottle of pills. A quick injection, high-tech scans, drills, and steel plates lock your broken bone together. Then comes the couch. Weeks of endless TV and ordering takeout just to pass the time. Until the true nightmare hits, the medical bill. Stamped and finalized. But what if we turn back the clock to a time before all of this? Welcome to the brutal prehistoric wild, where a single misstep leaves you face to face with death, collapsed in the dirt. Glowing eyes watch you bleed, too weak to move, starved and completely cut off from the hunt. Because thousands of years ago, a pristine bone didn't just break. It violently shattered, bringing a lightning bolt of pure agony. In the wild, hunger rules. If you are broken, the pack walks away, leaving you to starve. That is the unyielding law of biological survival. Rewind straight back to 100,000 BC, the peak of the freezing ice age. Early humans shivered in the bitter cold, fragile and exposed. Colossal beasts hunted us. One wrong step, a terrifying plunge off a cliff, or a sudden, explosive strike from a predator meant instant death. A blinding wave of agony paralyzes your body, abandoned in a vast, brutal wasteland, completely alone, marked for a cold grave, left to rot as predators wait patiently in the freezing dark. But early humans shattered the ruthless laws of nature. A hand reached out through the fire, refusing to let go. Anthropologists look far past primitive tools, past broken clay pots, to discover the true birth of culture. A beautifully healed human femur. It means the tribe chose to stop, building rigid wood splints, carrying the broken, sharing their food, and guarding the dark cave with fire. This healed bone reveals a deep truth. Compassion is survival. When researchers excavate ancient remains, they don't just find skeletons. They find evidence of catastrophic trauma that was lovingly protected and completely healed. It proves our ultimate victory didn't come from hunting weapons or matching massive beasts with raw physical strength. Running from apex predators meant everything, but a simple fall shattered your body. Yet, the fossils reveal piles of bones that completely healed. A direct line connects the primitive cave bed straight to our modern hospital rooms, leading to a groundbreaking discovery deep inside Iraq. Skeletons dating back 50,000 BC, uncovering our true history. What they found completely stunned the scientific world. Ancient skeletons with catastrophic trauma and skulls crushed to total blindness. They uncovered completely withered arms, agonizing arthritis in every joint, and limbs cleanly amputated. Injuries that should have been instantly fatal. Nature had already signed their absolute death warrant. Yet, they somehow defied the law, limping forward to survive for years. An injured hunter became an immediate, crushing burden, a heavy anchor dragging the entire pack down in the freezing winter. Yet, our ancestors chose to carry that weight. They shared their precious food and stood guard through the perilous dark. Why? Because a survivor was a biological jackpot, a living library of ancient medicine and tribal survival secrets. But how did they piece this broken puzzle together, lost in a hostile wilderness? They connected, perfectly aligning the fractured bone. There were no modern syringes, no pristine hospitals, just a raw human collective keeping each other alive. This fueled total freedom, sparking a monumental realization. Long before plaster casts were ever invented, empathy was already our greatest cure. They harvested rigid tree bark, wrapping it tightly with vines and animal hides to engineer the world's first medical splints. This locked the broken bone perfectly in place, allowing the injured to safely rest and recover as the hot seasons passed. It wasn't just about mending a shattered fracture. It was a desperate race to guard the tribe's living hard drive from deadly infection. Instead of a tragic loss, modern medicine started asking a very different question. When we look back at the Stone Age, deep inside these prehistoric caves, the traditional timeline completely shatters. We didn't just find ancient hunters with healed fractures. It proves our survival wasn't about defeating predators or crafting better stone tools. Under the modern microscope, the absolute proof of human dominance is empathy. That healed bone sparked a massive realization. The injured survivor was the tribe's master toolmaker, the brilliant mind who engineered their survival. The entire pack gathered to listen. And as complex biology went to work, repairing torn veins and slowly fusing the fractured joints back together. They carefully secured the vines, willingly trading their own safety to let the hourglass run, protecting that priceless human wisdom. They washed the wounds with fresh water, fighting off deadly infections. This wasn't just basic survival. It was profound, relentless care. As freezing winters slowly melted into spring, the broken didn't just survive. They fully healed, aging into wise, highly respected elders. Eventually, they walked again. Leaning on carved crutches, they stood completely triumphant, conquering the very world that originally tried to break them. True strength wasn't about conquering the wild. It was about healing each other. This single, profound choice completely rewrote our destiny. By refusing to abandon the broken, early humans preserved priceless knowledge. That shared wisdom compounded, allowing us to unite and inherit the earth. The greatest medical breakthrough in human history wasn't a modern hospital. It was a simple, prehistoric act of compassion. By saving the injured, we didn't just mend bones. We preserved minds. Surviving elders passed down generations of crucial survival knowledge. That shared wisdom became our ultimate weapon, allowing early humans to innovate, build, and eventually spread across the entire globe. Early humans took nature's absolute death sentence and threw it straight in the trash. Buying time for a single broken bone to heal is the exact reason we evolved from freezing wilderness to modern, comfortable cities. We didn't reach the top by being the strongest. We are standing on the shoulders of ancestors who simply refused to leave anyone behind. We grew from isolated wanderers into massive, thriving communities, perfectly guided by the elders we refused to abandon. We didn't just invent tools to survive. We ignited the fire of human connection. That ancient, healed bone isn't just a museum artifact. It's absolute proof that our deepest instinct is compassion. It's the exact reason we hold the world in our hands today. Hit that subscribe button to uncover more mind-blowing secrets of human history.